basically, they have to maintain neutrality. Yeah, it's pretty simple. The concern here will be if the energy they have for blindness for the other party is the same for their own party. I'm pretty sure that both parties have their own solution. Yeah, they have. You're right. I think that's a very reasonable concern. I think you're right.
All right. Let's see our own stream on my iPhone. There it is.
I think that's a very reasonable concern. I think you're right.
Okay. Looks good. Very nice. All right. What do we got? If anybody wants to join, here is the link. If anybody wants to join my Discord, here is the link. All right. So I want to get back to writing this paper. This is an interesting, it's not a foundational paper, but it is interesting. It's like it builds my case. It's a very nuanced evidence. It's a very nuanced evidence that supports my ether theory. It could have gone two ways. Dark matter could have gone Mond or dark matter. And Mond would have disproved ether. Mond is an ether killer, 100%. So it didn't go Mond. Mond is overruled. Mond is disproved, invalidated. So that's good. Let's see Twitter. Yes.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental...
I mean, the Democrats and the establishment and the elite and the deep state, they did everything to destroy Trump after his first term. They tried to silence him, take away his free speech. So this is good, you know. They came after him with all the biggest guns, and now he's going to come after them. He's going to first, well, mostly come after their guns. Their guns. Let me just 1 second close the door. So it's good. I mean, it couldn't have happened to a better victim, because now the victim has taken over, and the victim has felt it more than any of us. I mean, no one was silenced more than Trump. No one's rights were violated more than Trump's. So it's good. I mean, we all know that we're being silenced. I mean, I've had my videos taken down. If I just discussed Schmovid, you discuss Schmovid, video taken down. You discuss global warming, video taken down. It's like, I just want to discuss. I just, I'm curious. No. You're not going to ask questions. No, you're not going to ask questions. Literally, I just want to ask questions. No, you're not going to ask questions. Okay. So that's the only way the left can take over. The left can only, the only way, but one of the ways by which the left takes over is by silencing its opponents. It's not by, God forbid, debating the opponents. Let's debate global warming. Let's debate Schmovid. No, we're not going to debate. We're going to silence you. And that's it. And that's how they win. And then when you want to debate people, you can't debate them. You're silenced any which way you want. And most of the people are afraid to talk. And they silence you because they want to be part of the establishment. Anyway, you are the media now. We are the mainstream media now. This is so good. I mean, one of the best things. There's so many great things that happen. I mean, Elon Musk's move to help Trump and outspend the Democrats wisely, because this campaign compared to previous campaigns of Trump was so smooth that my intuition is that it had to do a lot with Musk. Musk, I feel, streamlined this campaign, and Trump didn't make any mistakes, just zero mistakes, and that's it. But also, I think because Musk had Twitter, so the other platforms couldn't really lie too much. They were limited. Hmm. Hmm. Donald Trump. I'm very surprised that the Democrats, who fought a hard and valiant fight in the 2020 presidential election, raising a record amount of money, didn't have lots of money left over. Now they're being squeezed by by vendors and others, whatever we can do to help them during this. What is he talking about? During this difficult period, we strongly recommend we as a party, and for the sake of desperately needed unity, do. We have a lot of money left over, in that our biggest asset in the campaign was earned media. And that doesn't cost very much. Make America. I don't understand what he's talking about. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking. What? I'm very surprised that Democrats, who fought a hard and valiant fight in 2020%, raising a record amount of money, didn't have lots of money left over. What is he talking about? They're being squeezed by vendors? You want to help them during this period? I don't get it. What is going on? That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Um, yes. Yeah, I mean, it's somebody else's flag. Why why should why should government be involved with anyone else's flags? What is this nonsense? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, ban it, of course. Especially because that's just one more flag they use to silence us. Like, you cannot talk against LGBT. If you talk against LGBT, they destroy you. So we need to destroy them. Um I don't care about LGBT. I just don't care. But they weaponized LGBT, just like they weaponized feminism. They weaponize everything. Everything they weaponize must be declawed. I should watch out. I shouldn't show you private messages. But let me also go into PNR and create a room if somebody wants to have a discussion. What is the name of the room? Ask me anything. Um, yeah, we can talk about anything, I guess. Uh, but I think, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, this movie, we're not going to be able to watch the movie, so that's a dead end. They wouldn't let us watch it. I mean, it's not. Maybe they would let me watch it, like, maybe like this, I'd be able to watch it. Maybe. Maybe. Because this way, it's available everywhere all at once. So we can let it play. So they shot Klaatu. So this is the hero of the movie. This movie is about a robot. I mean, whoever wrote, I mean, this the original short story is about Klaatu, the robot. I mean, Gort, the robot. That's that's the true hero. Everything is about Gort. But when they made this movie, they they decided to make Klaatu the hero, basically. Um, but still, this is this is still, I would say, one of the only movies. It's incredible when you think about it. It's one of the only movies ever made in Hollywood with an actual robot. A lot of movies with robots, like RoboCop and Alita, that it's a human brain inside. And even the T-800, Arnold Schwarzenegger's, what do you call, the Predator? No, the Avenger? No, the Terminator. The original Terminator, again, it's human skin. It's a machine surrounded by, wrapped by flesh. Why would, I don't know why they did it. It's such a, but it's still, it's one of the best movies with a robot is Arnold, and Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the original Terminator. The rest of the Terminators are horrible, but the original Terminator is an incredible masterpiece. Absolutely one of the very best movies ever made. And the reason I think it was so good is because Linda Hamilton, she broke her heel in in a ski accident, something, before shooting, so they had to postpone the shooting for a while, for like 6 months, and that's when they worked. They had time to rework the script. And that's what I think, that's the reason it ended up being a perfect movie. Anyway, so this is the hero of the movie, and to me he is the hero. Like, I watched this movie just to watch him. It's so incredible. I mean, the story about an alien ship, that's nice. And the story about, Earth, nuclear proliferation, and yeah, that's nice. By the way, their the planetary, whatever, the intergalactic union that Gort runs, right? So Klaatu will explain that it's robots like Klaatu who run their society. So Gort is one of the leaders, is one of the managers of this society, which I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense when now Gort is going to come out and Klaatu is going to command Gort like a dog, like a puppy. It doesn't make much sense when he's going to later explain, yeah, Gort runs our society. Gort and others like him, they're the judges and the executioners. And okay, I mean, there's loopholes. I mean, there is plot holes. I mean, let me just make sure. Let me just make sure that we're not getting a strike like last night. So far so good. One second. Yeah, it sounds okay. Yeah. The instrument that we hear, I mean, it's not some girl, some chick's voice. It sounds like you might think it's some opera singer making that sound, but it's not. It's not a human voice. It's actually a very it used to be a very popular device they used for many movies in that era. It sounds a little bit like a human voice, like a girl, like a woman, but it's not. This is incredible that he fired his laser beams. In order to fire such laser beams to melt the steel, I mean, that's an incredible. I mean, as far as I know, like you need a lot of power for that to just simply melt. So, where would Gort get his energy from? What is the source of his energy? Uh, so, I mean, the only source of energy I can think of is right. The only source we know of is what is it? Fission. It's basically fission, but in order to create this amount of power, he would need to. I mean, it's. I just don't think it's possible. Even like let's say he had some atomic energy. I'm just trying to think if it's possible to do. If there's any way to do that, it is possible to miniaturize a nuclear power plant to make it tiny using actually a laser beam. So you can use a laser to superheat uranium or plutonium so that you basically create an atomic explosion, a micro atomic explosion. But all you would do with that energy is heat up. You would need to convert that energy into electricity. And then you need to use the electricity to power up a laser beam. The laser beam needs, for the laser beam, okay, you can have, I guess you can have a laser gun inside his head, but um, the power, um, how would you heat up you need to heat up, basically, in order to convert the heat, the explosion, right? You can create you can create using lasers, you can create microfusion. You can create a miniaturized atomic bomb, a tiny atomic bomb that basically it burns up. Right? You can burn up basically, let's say, uranium and get much more energy than you input. Much more energy. Okay, but what do you do? All that energy, that's heat or that's pressure. Okay, what do you do with the heat and the pressure? You need to move a turbine, you have to have moving parts, I think. I don't see how else. And you need to get rid of the heat. You need to cool down. So Gort would melt in the process or become would glow hot. So I don't know how I don't know how to do this. I don't know, but it's an interesting thought. Okay, so what did he just tell him? So Gort always acts against the aggressors. Okay, but as you saw, this was everybody. The situation was tense. And why didn't Gort actually kill everyone, especially the guys that shot? And anyway, there's many questions. Okay, no words. This movie,
Was a gift for your president.
a lot of it is silent, but still, it's a, it's, I would say, very close to perfect movie. At this point, why isn't the general talking? Shouldn't the general say something? Like no one wrote a script for the general to say something. Let me change this to watching the day the Earth stood still, 1951, in the background. Okay, watching YouTube news, Trump censorship. Yeah, I want to talk about Trump censorship.
With this, he could have studied life on the other planets.
Get that ambulance over here. Take him to Walter Reed Hospital right away.
Yes, sir.
The White House.
General, right in there, Mr. Halley.
So this is Mr. Harley, a very good character, very interesting character. Let me just change the volume and raise it a little bit. So now we're about to meet Klaatu for the first time.
My name is Harley, secretary to the president. I've been told you speak our language. Your name is Mr. Klaatu? Just Klaatu. The president.
So it's not his last name, and there is no last name. I guess they don't have last names for some reason.
Asked me to convey his deepest apologies for what has happened.
Sit down, Mr. Harley.
Thank you. I'm sure I need hardly point out that your arrival was something of a surprise. Had you been traveling long?
About 5 months. Your months.
You must have come a long way.
5 months, even at light speed. 5 months. I mean, the closest star is 4 light years. It would take at light speed 4 years. I'm assuming he's not traveling at light speed or close to light speed. If he's traveling close to, it is possible that he traveled very close to light speed. In that case, he could have crossed the visible universe. At close to light speed, you have time dilation. So for him, his clock slows down. I mean, as far as we're concerned, when we look at someone moving fast through the ether, or it doesn't matter. I've worked it out. It doesn't matter whether there is ether or not. But when you move through space, your clock slows down when you move through the ether. Or otherwise, there's no mechanical, right? There's no mechanical explanation for time slowing down without ether. and ether gives us time dilation. So I don't understand how. I don't think it's possible for there not to be ether. Which I don't see it. I mean, why else is there a speed limit? And how are things waving? What are they waving through? Anyway, so 5 months. So close if he's traveling close to light speed. Now, I mean, there's another problem with his ship. His ship doesn't have any visible propulsion. So that's like anti-scientific. But if we assume non-relativistic velocities, then okay, I gotta run to the bathroom. Let me take a break, and we'll be back. Maybe I'll stop the stream and then restart it. I don't know. Should I? Yeah. Let me stop the stream. Or maybe I can't let it play because they're gonna give me a strike. So that's not a viable solution. So I'll stop here. We'll continue next time.